Hello everybody, welcome back. So we did get the information down about the hero bans that'll be starting next week for competitive. It's been mentioned a couple times at the spotlight a few months back and appeared a little bit in the trailer for next season, but we do have more information about it now. So just go over this real quick. Hi everyone, Gavin here. You might remember when I introduced hero bans for all ranks and competitive game modes during the Overwatch 2 spotlight, and it's finally time to dive deeper into this big update which debuts in Season 16. The system is designed to give players strategic agency without punching down at weaker niche picks. I'll explain in more detail how we approach this design and how hero bans work in-game. A little bit odd that they're commenting about the niche picks thing. I guess maybe at top 500s targeting like one tricks. Anyway, our main goal for implementing hero bans in Overwatch 2 is to encourage the banning of heroes that you see as too strong or annoying without encouraging you to ban heroes solely because an enemy player enjoys playing them. Okay, so yeah, that's talking about the high level one tricks. It's not going to be an issue for me or most regular players. As such, you will not be able to see the enemy team during the ban phase. Match text chat, which communicates with the whole lobby, is also disabled during the ban phase, so you won't even know who's on the enemy team. So I guess that makes sense. I mean, even in the low levels, there's several names that I recognize just because I run into them all the time. Before you vote for your hero ban, you'll select your preferred hero. Selecting preferred hero does not protect it from being banned in any way, it just lets your team know that you'd like to play this hero. Your preferred hero isn't locked in, and you can still change it during the ban phase, and you are not required to play this hero during the match. Team, text chat, voice chat is used for communicating, and your team will be able to see your preferred hero during the ban phase. I'm guessing that's what this is. Yeah, so each person gets to mark one hero that they will prefer to play, just in the hopes that the rest of their team won't ban that character. So, yeah, you'll probably have a couple times here and there where people will try to ban your preferred hero just to troll, but that's a nice little addition. I don't think it's going to affect anything overall, unless you just happen to be one-tricking whatever the best hero in the game is at that point, then yeah, your preferred hero might get banned, but won't be an issue for the most part. An effort to make each match feel unique, so we're going with 4 bans total, 2 per team, to increase the variety. We also want the hero ban phase to play out quickly, so there is a ranked choice system that we believe helps achieve speed. Unlike ban systems you may have seen in other games, teams do not take turns voting. Instead, you'll choose which heroes to ban simultaneously, with each player selecting 3 choices. The first choice carries the most weight, while the second and third choices carry proportionally less. Okay, so like here, whoever... Yeah, so it's just the top 3... and whichever one you picked first has more weight towards it. I'm assuming it's going to be on some kind of point system, like maybe 3 points for the whoever your number 1 is, and then 2 points, then 1 point or whatever, and then just whoever gets the most points gets banned. So a weighted voting system. Behind the scenes, each of your 3 choices, is worth a different number of votes. So it's going to... Okay, so it's not too long, but that's a lot of bullet points for something that seems fairly self-explanatory, so I'm guessing there's more to it, but hey, at least they're explaining how it works. I wish they'd do that with the MMR, so that we know... Never mind, I'm not getting into that again. People have been complaining about the invisible MMR for years already. Anyway, the first choice is worth 7 votes, the second is worth 5, and the third is worth 3. Kind of odd. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it makes sense to have them spaced apart, so there's less chance of having tie votes. I don't know why they went with 3, 5, 7, though. That seems kind of strange. Anyway, the results are revealed simultaneously after all votes are cast. The system instantaneously goes through several steps applying the team choices to determine which heroes are banned. We think it's important to explain how these steps work behind the scenes so you'll have a better understanding of why each hero was removed from a match. Well, I mean, it was removed because people wanted it removed. The team with the most votes for one hero will be considered the first team. And the most voted hero will be guaranteed to be banned. I mean, yeah, that makes sense because, I mean, if it's the team that had the most, it's still going to be just the most votes overall. If both teams are tied, the most votes go to a single hero. The first team is decided at random. Seems fair. The other team becomes the second team. Both of their bands happen next. Okay. So whichever team had the most united vote for their top one is the first character to be banned, and then the second and third character to be banned will be chosen by the opposite team. And so it's kind of a convoluted way to do it. Yeah, I don't really see a benefit to doing it that way. They should just do it simultaneously. If the heroes they voted for were banned were not on the first teams, yeah, second and third will be banned. I already read that. If the second team's most or second most voted hero was also the first team's most voted hero, then the second team's third most voted hero would be used instead. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, so there will never be a duplicate ban if the first character banned was the other person's top pick, then instead of wasting their vote, they just get to ban two others. Simple enough. In cases where the number of votes for a hero are tied, that hero was voted. The hero that was voted by the most players in the lobby, not total number of votes, will be the one banned. Sure. I mean, there's plenty of ways they could have gone about handling a tiebreaker, but I guess that fixes it in most cases because it still guarantees that the least popular character for that lineup is what gets banned. But it's still possible to have a tie on that as well. Oh, next bullet. If heroes are still tied, the ties will be broken randomly. Okay. No more than 2 heroes in each role can be banned. I don't like that one. Do they give an explanation? If 2 heroes in the same role have already been banned and the next team's most voted hero was from the same role, those votes are ignored and it just moves to the highest voted hero from a different role instead. So what happens in a case where everybody in the lobby voted to ban a DPS? I mean, it's going to be kind of map dependent. But there are several situations where I would burn all 3 of my votes on a DPS. If it is Junkertown or... Crap, what's the name of the one with the race car for the payload? Circuit Royale. If it's one of those 2, I'm sick of seeing snipers. I would happily burn my 3 votes on Widow, Hanzo, Ashe on that map. And if the rest of the lobby did the same, does that just mean that only 2 characters are banned that match since nobody else voted for something from a different role? I mean, that's kind of niche and unexpected, but definitely possible. I mean, if you get a Flashpoint map, I mean, the Flashpoint or push, really. The most important thing is mobility. I don't like that one. I don't see a reason to have a limit on the role. I don't know. I don't play enough comp to really care anyway, so it's not going to affect me much. I just don't like the change. You can choose to pass at any time during the ban phase by pressing the ready button. Pressing ready without making any choices will leave the voting up to your allies, which is fine to do if you're not worried about being countered by any specific hero. The only scenario in which no heroes are banned at all is when players opt out of choosing any heroes to ban. Based on our internal testing, we found it's very rare to play matches with fewer than 4 heroes banned. Okay, so it can have less than 4. Finally, we've built tools to help us gather information from hero bans, such as how often heroes are banned in each rank, region, platform, and map. The information will help our designers to gain more information. To gain more of an objective understanding of which heroes the community believes are strong or frustrating to play against. We're also looking forward to hearing your feedback of the system itself this season. I'll be back in a future Director's Take to break down what we are seeing. I mean, again, I'm glad they're giving more communication. I really hope they give specific numbers on the feedback and not just a list of the top 3 or 4 that get banned. The new competitive season with Hero Bands premieres when Season 16 launches on April 22nd, so 4 days from now. Until then, be sure to check next week for another opportunity to earn signatures and bonus competitive points for our Season 15 drive starting on the 17th. Well, the 17th was yesterday as of time of recording, and this just came out today, didn't it? Yeah, this was posted today, so someone dropped the ball on that a little bit at Blizzard, because he clearly, when he wrote this, he clearly intended for it to be published before the 17th. May your wins always be uphill battles and your losses consolations. Okay, so that is how the hero bands are going to work. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having them in quick play, just because I'm tired of seeing certain heroes, which is the purpose for this anyway. But I understand why it's only going to be in comp. The only part about it I don't like is that limit on 2 per roll, but we'll see how it goes. I'm assuming they had a reason for that. I haven't seen the numbers, obviously, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and we'll see how it goes for the first season. Y'all have a good one.